Well, hello, and welcome to my sewing room. It's a bit of a bike slash sewing room, but they're my husband, so the bike's gotta stay. Today I want to walk you through how to make this reversible car trash bag. It is also waterproof because I use vinyl. I use an iron-on vinyl, and I did that last night. So all of my parts and pieces, you can see, has a shimmer to it, and that's because I ironed vinyl onto the bag. Vinyl comes with instructions, so use the instructions on the bag. I have all my parts and pieces cut out. I am using Art Gallery fabric. Bonnie Christine designed this. I bought it when I was at QuiltCon last year. So because Easter is around the corner, I thought this would be the perfect project to use it with. This is also from her line. I just love it. Inside has other luscious fabric in it. So let's get to the project. First thing first, I want to pin the top and the bottom of the bag together. So I'll do that real fast. And then I'll take it to my sewing machine and I will put those seams in. And then I think I'll show you how I iron it down to get a nice crisp seam. All right, so I sewed the front side and the back side to the bottom of the bag, and now I want to kind of press the seams down, and I want to top stitch on top of that. So since we have vinyl, we can't iron directly on. This is the paper that came with the vinyl, and you can iron on top of it. There's the shiny side that goes to the vinyl. See, that gives it a nice edge. I have found if I accidentally iron just a tiny little piece on accident, like I just did, if you just iron over that part, then it'll kind of heal itself. So keep that in mind. If you have an issue area, just iron right back over it, and that should fix it. All right, now we can top stitch. All right, I top stitch both my top and inside and outside fabric. So now I'm going to pin each one together, and our bag is going to start to form. Okay, so the next thing we have to do, we've already sewn our sides together. Now we need to make a bottom crease in the bag so it kind of sits flat. So I kind of just eyeball it. I make a point in the bottom of the bag, and I like to pin it down so it doesn't move once I've done that. I've asked to make a line at 1.5. So if we put our ruler at 1.5 and draw a line on that, that's going to be our stitching line. So we'll cut it after that. I've already pinned down the other sides. So now I just need to make those lines as guides. This is where it gets a little tricky. We have our inside of the bag and we have the outside of the bag. So what I'm going to have you do is turn your inside right side out. So the right side is going to be facing the outside. And I'm going to put the inside, I'm going to put the inside on the outside. So our bunny fabric, our outside fabric, is going to go into the bag right now. And then we are going to pin the top together, and you're going to start sewing at the seams. So I'm going to do that. I am going to pin the top together, take it to the sewing machine, and tack them down. All right, so now we need to work on the top of our bag. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold the top piece together and once over, and then we are going to iron it in half. And after we do that, we are going to iron a 1/2 inch on both sides of the fold. So both raw edges, we're going to iron a 1/2 inch. And I am a sucker for cardstock and little cheaters. I've created a iron guide, so you can just use that to help you iron. So now we need to make this into a tube so it can fit on the bag. So I'm going to pin and sew the sides together. All right, I cut my ribbon, and so now I need to stuff it in. The reason why we're working on the inside right now and we're showing it as the outside is because of the ribbon. So I want to measure 2 inches out from the side seam, and that's where the ribbon is going to go. So that's like right at the edge of that mushroom. So I'll leave that as my guide. And I'll fold my ribbon in half. And I've had a few issues sometimes where I either sew over my ribbon, I have the ribbon fall out, I sew only part of my ribbon. So I am just going to use tape, and that should keep it stuck in there well. Let's move it just a little bit. Let's see. How's that? I think that's perfect. That'll be good. I'll go from this side and let me pin around that because I took my middle pin out. So let's pin that. And now we have 2 inches. All right, this is our last step. We're top stitching the bag, the top of the bag down. Since there's vinyl on the top and vinyl on the bottom, it can get a little slippery, so watch out for that. Done. Now we just have to turn it inside out because this, of course, is the cute inside of the bag. It could be the outside of the bag if you wanted, but I have my fun fabric. This bunny fabric is my outside. I wanted to finish the video by showing you the bag hanging in my car. It's easy to install. You just can tie some ribbons around the headrest, and being on the passenger side, it's easy access for the driver to use. So it's very functional. Super cute. Look at the little bunnies. And, well, that's a wrap. Thank you for sewing with me. Have a wonderful day.